Hey Trackies, welcome back to another video. Please remember to smash that subscribe button. Trackies, we're growing immensely over here and I'm so thankful for the support. Keep it up, keep it up, keep smashing that subscribe button. Double check to see if you're subscribed and get subscribed. As a matter of fact, the views don't really match the subscriber count. Something to really write this out. So guys, double check to see if you are subscribed. Also Trackies, hit the like button. That's how the video gets to the YouTube algorithm and clearly gets to many more eyes. And also share the content if you care. I hope you care. So share and check is for this video. I am 100% looking forward to the comments. Now, 2025, another year, and T from TXT Track Time has been accused of switching up on Elaine Thompson Hira. Like every time I hear these things, I honestly have to start questioning like, what are some of you people on? Like, what are some of you trackies on? Like, really? Because last time I did a video on Elaine Thompson Hira, I spoke to what is very apparent, the erasure of Elaine Thompson Hero from sprinting, female sprinting, is as if, her exploits, it never happened. She doesn't exist. And I said, what's going on here? This needs to stop. Y'all need to ensure that any conversation, any debate that's being had about, great female sprinters, Elaine Thompson Hira has to be in that conversation, especially the Jamaican pundits, the Jamaican commentators. You all need to keep her in the conversation because what I realize is that for the generation upcoming, they're not going to know who is the fastest woman alive if we don't speak about her. They're not going to know. So it's our job as, commentators, as I said, as pundits to say, hey, world, Elaine Thompson Hira is one of the greatest sprinters to ever do it. But what I've noticed is that, from a Jamaican perspective, we not really talk about, Elaine Thompson Hira. When I listen to commentary for traditional media, you don't really hear them talking about Elaine. And I, brought this point up. I don't care if Elaine Thompson Hira never sets foot on another track going forward. All her attainments, all her achievements, all her accolades make her one of the greatest Jamaican sprinters, if not the greatest Jamaican sprinter, because we're not only talking about the 100 meters, we're talking about the 200 meters as well. When you put those two events together, it definitely arguably makes Elaine Thompson Hira one of the greatest sprinters, full stop. And especially when you think about it from a Jamaican perspective. So, track is imagine imparting knowledge and information to the generation that is coming up, and you're having conversations and not speaking about one of, if not the greatest sprinter to ever do it. Of course, that's doing a massive disservice to the Jamaican track and field public and the legacy of Elaine Thompson Hira. But no, I'm realizing that there are few people that are online that are complaining about the erasure of Elaine Thompson Hira from international media. And I said to myself, don't you have to dance at yard before you dance abroad? So you're not checking the people at yard, but you want to check the people overseas about how they do commentary. And I'm like, no, check the people at yard, ensure that they remain speaking on our athletes. And guess what? The people overseas will follow suit. But guess what? We can't be complaining that they ain't speaking on Elaine when we ain't speaking on Elaine. Right? So that's currently the situation. And it's even gotten to the point where we have a Shakira Richardson walking around calling herself the fastest woman alive. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking to myself, ha, how did we get there? But no, I know how we got there. It's y'all's fault. You sat down and erased Elaine Thompson Hira, and now you're ready to complain, and now you're ready to actually blame T for suddenly, I suppose, switching up on Elaine when I stay speaking on Elaine Thompson Hira consistently. Now, I suppose, part of the accusation or the reason why I'm being accused is because I'm speaking, about the exploits of our other Jamaican athletes. And it always baffles me that you guys don't realize that I'm a lover of track and field. Yes, I have favorites, in the sport, but I love track and field, and two things can remain true at the same time. I can be missing seeing Elaine Thompson here in all her greatness running on the track. And at the same time, I can enjoy seeing everybody else run. I can enjoy seeing Shelly and Fraser Price. I can enjoy seeing a Sherika Jackson. I can enjoy seeing the Clayton twins. Brenna Williams is coming back into the thick of it. I can enjoy watching everybody, and I can deliver my excitement in those videos because it is genuine. I am a genuine lover of track and field. And I think that's where some of y'all are confused, where you think that I'm just a Elaine Thompson Hera fan. No, I'm a fan of Elaine Thompson Hera. Plus, I'm also a lover of track and field. So I'm going to enjoy it in all its fullness. And yes, there's another complaint where I see a few people saying, hey, Elaine Thompson here is the greatest 100-meter sprinter. Trackies, I've never said, even though I've come out time and time again and told y'all that Elaine Thompson Hera is my favorite female sprinter, I've never said to y'all that Elaine Thompson Hera to me is the greatest 100-meter sprinter. And I am not going to move the goalposts just because she is my favorite sprinter. The greatest sprinter to me, at least 100-meter sprinter, let's be specific, the greatest 100-meter sprinter to me will remain Shirley Ann Fraser Price until anybody else's exploits surpass what Shirley Ann Fraser Price has been able to achieve in that 100 meters. Then Shirley Ann Fraser Price remains the greatest 100-meter sprinter regardless of who your favorite is. And I think that is how we need to approach the sport of track and field. Yes, I'm not telling anybody to not have their favorites. Of course, have your faves, but please enjoy the sport of track and field and also give credit when credit is due. And that is pretty much what I'm doing over here on TXT Track Time, enjoying the sport of track and field, enjoying the exploits of our athletes, and also giving credit where credit is due. So, trackies, please, not another year. I don't want to go through hearing, that I'm switching up on Elaine Thompson Hera, when really and truly, some of y'all have to check yourselves because y'all are the cause of the erasure of Elaine Thompson Hera and her exploits, and the fact that we have randos now walking up and down and calling themselves, the fastest woman alive, because you all refuse to stand 10 toes deep in your support of Elaine Thompson Hera, regardless of how you feel about her personally. I don't care a hootsie scoot about how you feel about majority of these athletes from a personal standpoint. What we need to focus on is what have they done on the track? What are their accolades? And ensure that those things are screamed from a mountaintop, literally. But anyway, track is that's my view when it comes to this ridiculous notion that I've switched up on Elaine Thompson Hera. I'm hearing good things, track is, as it relates to Elaine Thompson Hera from a training perspective. And yeah, I'm like y'all. I'm just waiting to see those things come to fruition on the track. I'm dying to see her for 2025. I am, in the background, scared and biting my nails and thinking, are they telling me the truth? That's literally how I feel because I haven't seen her yet. So I'm sitting and I'm wondering to myself, are we going to be seeing her? Is everything as good as they're telling me it's good? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just like any other fan that loves Elaine Thompson Hera, wants to see her running and is nervous right now because yeah, we're right up on June, and as I said, we haven't seen her. So, there's a big question mark there. But outside of that, track is I just want to be clear when it comes to me and the sport of track and field and my genuine love and appreciation for seeing all the Jamaican athletes kill it every single time they compete. And they also deserve our love and support and appreciation. And that is something that I will always give to them. That being said, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.